attention.
Oh, you know what it is? The shade. Everybody.
Yeah, he's right on the edge, dude.
He's like, no.
Who's the stupid one, right, Ben? Not you.
We laid 390 square feet of pavers. Dude, that's what happens when you work late, man. You forget your camera on the job site.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah, I'm never nice, babe. Get used to it. I'm just a jerk. Yep.
Making my approach.
You wish it meant something different, didn't you? But I got a bunch of stuff in the trailer we gotta take out, dude. You wanna help me? Probably gonna need a strap, so we'll do it. Morning, everybody. Today's Wednesday, October 25th, 2023. My first Red Bull's gone. First Red Bull's gone, Benny. Good thing it was buy two, get one free this morning.
I know, right?
Man, look at the colors, dude. People think palm trees are beautiful, dude. I think they're hideous. I really do.
I think people just like them just because of what they represent.
What?
This tropical
Yeah, that's what I mean, though.
beach area, you know?
I'm not a tropical guy, dude. Anything I think of tropical just makes me freaking not want to be there, dude. Not interested. I'll go to Maine before I go to Florida. 10 times out of 10, dude.
Oh, yeah.
10 times out of 10. All set. You guys can have your southern climates. Not interested. I think that's just kind of one of those, you know, you like your home. I've never been someone interested in leaving New England. I've lived in Massachusetts my whole life, and I can't see myself ever leaving here, and if I did, most likely it would be in New England somewhere. I gotta change this blade. Some people ask me what blades I use. I actually just go to Home Depot and I buy this. It's a 3-pack. You can buy them singly, but they're made by Makita. I've had really good luck with them. The blades last a really long time. I have no complaints. I never felt like a blade got burnt out really quick, and I've been using these for a couple years now. You can get a 3-pack for $200, so ends up being like after tax it's like 70 bucks a blade or something like that, and it's a good deal. It works out really nice. Strong blades. There's a lot of different styles. The whole blade industry is its own thing, but I try not to get roped into all these blade salesmen as much as I can. I like this product. It's worked really good for me, and it's always at Home Depot. You can get it at any Home Depot, so Makita's always been a good brand. I just got a little file here I use to stop the blade. Man, that's tight right now. There we go. So there's always a little golden spacer that goes in between these. That one fell off when I was taking it off. The new one usually has it in it, and it always has the arrow on which way it spins. And make sure it's sitting nice and flat. And then this has 2 little notches there, and then they line up with what's on the saw. Fit nice. You want it to be nice and flat. anytime you change a blade, you want to fire it up and just let it run on full blast for a few seconds at least, and make sure there's no wobble or anything like that. Seems pretty good. Once that stops spinning, I'll show you the difference, how worn out this one is. Hey bud. Wow, you're almost done. You're an animal, dude. An absolute...
Stay warm.
Yeah, you are. Hey, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Seeing as Chris isn't working today, did you enjoy working with him yesterday?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Absolutely.
Hopefully you guys will be seeing him more. A few days a week. I think he's gonna work with us till the season's over, which is awesome for me. Big help. So anyway, that's the new blade. You can see the diamond on it, how thick it is. And here's the old one. So big difference. You can see there's still a little bit of diamond on there, but I don't know if it's noticeable. You see how it's starting to chip right there. You gotta be careful for that. It's starting to wear out too thin and it could just break off. These pieces could break off. So that blade's junk. That one's not. We needed that because we'll be doing a lot of cuts today. A lot of radius cuts. So fresh blade. We're gonna break it in on this patio. We're gonna unload this trailer, kind of get back into it, and I'll show you guys what's going on when we get into the backyard. All right, so this is what we got done yesterday. We got here around 10:15 and started actually working around 10:30. We did a few other things in the morning before that, but we laid 390 square feet of pavers from 10:30 till 6:30. And this is the end result of it. Looks really sharp. Really sharp. As I mentioned, Chris is not here today, but he'll be back tomorrow. So what we're gonna focus on today is extending this walkway landing to the front door. The customer painted up that wood. Now I got some flashing that I'm gonna cover that with. And we have to put a little water line and bury that. And once that's good, I can screed and lay the pavers right up to the door. We're probably gonna try to get at least one more screed section out there and lay up to about that area. At which point we're gonna lay out the border, mark our radius in here, and we're gonna do this cut all the way over to that side. That way we can lay in the border. And then once that's laid, we gotta cut that side and this side. Hey man, big day yesterday, huh?
Dusk till dawn. Or dawn till dusk.
Whichever one you prefer.
Yeah.
That was good, man. Big difference with a third guy, dude. Just almost took me out, dude. The stack of little squares almost put me on the floor, dude. Dude, that's what happens when you work late, man. You forget your camera on the job site.
You get a lot of things on the job site.
It's covered in morning dew. Good thing it's waterproof. I wonder if there's any battery in it. No, dead. Imagine if we left it going too. We just stayed on throughout the night, dude, as the sun going down. see him come out and check it out.
5-hour time lapse.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool to run through, dude.
That'd be wild.
Deer running through in there.
I don't know. It'd probably be pretty dark.
Yeah, that's true.
These GoPros ain't that good at night. Hey. I see you, Babby. ¿Qué pasa? Mi niña. How you doing? What's up, beautiful? You can step on it. You got me breakfast?
Yeah. Freaking awesome.
Yeah, what do you think, huh?
You guys got a lot late, huh?
Yeah, yesterday we were at where the rake is.
Wow.
Yeah, yesterday.
So we got a lot done yesterday. Ben did the walkway. Ben did the walkway while I built that wall over there.
Oh, wow. Where'd all those stones come from? Just from digging?
Yep. Then you see the big pile. Oh, no, you can't actually. It's a big pile of dirt out in the back.
Then I pulled up over there and I was like, how the heck did I get over there? And I looked in the grass and I saw the tracks
Yeah.
from the machine and I was like, oh.
Follow the machine
follow
tracks.
those.
Well, hey, it's nice to have you here, babe. Isn't it a nice place to hang out?
That looks very nice.
Yeah.
That's not a bad drive. I
No,
thought I was
it's like
gonna-
20 minutes.
I thought I was going to have to get on the highway.
Nope. It's a nice
Although-
ride.
The lady behind me probably thought I was drunk or something because driving here, the lane went from 2 to 1, but it was still extra wide. So I'm like still thinking it was 2 lanes. So
Yeah.
I moved over to the right, but it literally was just the side like
Yeah.
breakdown. And so I'm in there and I'm seeing that it's ending and I'm like, oh, this isn't actually a lane that I'm driving in.
Oh.
The lady behind me, I slowed down so she could just pass me. I'm like, this lady probably thinks I'm drunk because every time I'm like doing this.
Oh my gosh.
What is wrong with me? Why can't I drive right now?
That's funny.
I literally couldn't figure out how the road worked. I'm like, is this a lane? Is this not a lane? It's
Yeah.
not a lane. It wasn't.
Hey, now you know. Now you know.
You know? No, I know.
You know, I figured it's good for you to get on the job, babe. You do a lot of the video editing and everything, but seeing it in person is different, you know?
Yeah. Well, like I said, I was just sitting at the table and I was like, I probably should go outside.
Yeah, you should.
I haven't left the house in like 2 weeks.
Gonna have you laying some pavers later. She's like, I don't want to bring a chair and sit at the place because I'm gonna look weird. So I'll just sit on the pavers.
I'm a ground sitter.
Ben's kneeling on the pavers because I offer him the knee board and he doesn't use it. You want to sit on that? Okay.
That's probably comfortable.
I'm fine with
Put that on top of the orange bucket, dude. You got a perfect seat, dude.
All set. You can also grab the paver pusher.
Oh yeah, babe, the paver pusher. The $360 wheelbarrow.
Chair.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Alright. Looking good over here. Ready to start laying more pavers. I gotta grab a couple pallets, bring them around, get set up, and get into it.
That's never nice.
Yeah, I'm never nice, babe. Get used to it. I'm just a jerk. Got our 3 pallets opened up. I took 1 layer from each of them, and I got a good stack ready to lay over here. If you saw the previous video, I talked about it. We always want to pull from multiple pallets, especially from this company, Genest. There's a good variation in color. It kind of gives it a nice unique look, but it's also very important to mix everything together as you lay. So 1 layer at a time from 3 pallets at least, if you're doing like 6 or more. So that's ready. You saw me rake and grade that out over there. You got to get that road nice and flat for when I bring a pallet in, because my plan is to lay some pavers out to there and then come in and put a pallet right on the laid pavers so we can pull from it and lay out the area there. I might even try to put 2 pallets on there just to make it easier on us. We don't have to lug it around so much. Border Benny is in action over here. You want that pad? Want that knee pad? You good? I gotta keep asking you. I asked you a bunch off camera. I had to ask you once on camera.
Oh, sure.
Dude, this looks mint. Such a clean look. Bang, bang. Your landing looks really good, dude. Very good. That pose is awesome, dude. So I'm gonna lay this little walkway up to that door, and after I do that, I gotta go to the masonry supply store that I use, Kamasi. I gotta get the fire pit, the gas insert the customer purchased, and another pallet of pavers. And then we'll be all geared up. We'll spend a long day here doing what we can. Tomorrow we'll have Chris back, and we'll be able to really hammer that whole section down. So those are a touch higher than where that door threshold is, so that we can hammer them into place. Ben's coming down here at the border. I'm gonna lay it out on top so we can make our mark on this side and that side, so we can do the border. And we'll do this side. But I got a bunch of stuff in the trailer we gotta take out, dude. You wanna help me? Probably gonna need a strap, so we'll do it. We got it. Took a little time to get it absolutely perfect, but we got it. That's gonna be sweet. You saw me doing a lot of adjusting, and that was to really prevent us having a small piece or me cutting the corner like that. I replaced a large rectangle with a square. Try to find the pavers with defects for cuts. That whole corner is kind of really gouged up, so that's going to be a cut, wasted. This one's got a little spot that could pop off, so do that as you go. This side here is set up good too, and then we'll run right into Ben's border over there. So the next step is to mark that line. I just use a little red crayon pencil. You can get it from Home Depot. They're like 20 something cents. Works good. Alright, we're gonna score the line and then make all our cuts over there. Just gonna make some marks on the sides that are junk. Make them really close to the cut in case you can use the piece for another cut somewhere. But we're gonna be picking them up and moving them over to another spot, so sometimes it can get a little confusing. I've explained it in a few videos, but the reason we're having to pick these up is because it's an inner radius cut, meaning the radius goes into the pavers as opposed to outside of it. If the curve was the opposite way, we'd be able to cut the pavers in place, because as the saw goes around the radius, the back of the saw and the front of the saw hits the curve. So as you're cutting through here, you're gonna mess up the back of this curve as you get to the front. So we gotta basically cut this straight and then kind of grind that down to make it match that curve because of how tight the radius is. And we have to do that away from the, after we pick it up. I'm just gonna start right here. Let's do 4 at a time. Stay accurate. Let's do it. Yeah. I'll grab 2. What's up, everybody, and happy fall. I think we can officially say that, at least here up in Massachusetts. The temperatures are definitely changing. It's still a little bit warm in the afternoons, but night times are pretty chilly, and I've been embracing the change. I love when fall comes around. But anyway, back to this job from last year, fall time, about this same time. We thoroughly enjoyed this project. We got to be creative. This property itself was gorgeous, and the customers were great as well. So I did want to touch base. I always, for some reason, get somebody to comment about, why I have somebody using a hose while I cut instead of attaching it to my saw. And the attachment for my saw is broken, and I know that that's an easy fix. But at the same time, to me, I like being able to have somebody spray the hose, and then after I'm done cutting, by the time I put my saw down, he can hose off all the sawdust, pick it up, and then we can just put everything back in place. Good morning, everyone. Today's Thursday, October 26th, 2023. And we worked till it was dark again last night. Got the border in, Customer put the lights on for us. Looks sharp. Morning, bud.
Good morning.
How you living?
It's a beautiful day.
Hey, you're loud today with that shirt, man. I love it.
Yeah, bees like it too. Think I'm a flower or something.
It's the sun. What do you think about the cuts?
Looks good. What do you think?
I love it.
Figured.
Yeah, they came out really good, dude. That's clean. With a 14-inch saw. And I laid out a bunch more this morning already off camera. And this is what we're gonna cut now. I'm gonna mark it out and cut it. And then as we continue to lay, this is just gonna go over, curve in front of that rock ledge right there. And then that will be the fire pit area, rounded off around the edges there. But before we get too far, we'll mark and cut these because, again, these are pretty much all inner radius cuts. And I think I'm going to be pretty much bringing all these cuts over into that 3/4. That's where we've been setting up all our cuts and spraying the paste out of the way where it's not going to bother anything. So, going to mark it, score it, cut it. And at some point, Chris will be here.
At some point.
He's going to show up right before we go to Pyramid. So just want to talk about the inner radius cuts again. With a typical concrete paver like I use, they're about 2 3/8 inches thick. And at that thickness, the tighter the inner radius, the harder it gets to use like a big saw that I have, a 14-inch blade. The harder it is to get that tight radius perfect without chipping off the edges as you go with that radius. The outer radius, not a big deal because the piece that's getting wasted is the one that's actually catching the blade as you turn because of the different angle. So I just wanted to talk about that. And I know that there's saws out there that can do inner radiuses better, so you can leave the pavers in place. They have smaller blades or what have you. And I know there's also some tricks that you can do to keep the pavers in place without having to move them and cut them. But my biggest issue with a lot of those techniques is that even if you're able to do those inner radiuses in place, the tactic you had to use to do it disturbs the bedding material underneath the pavers. So what you end up having to do is pick the pavers up and put some more bedding material under them and reset them anyway. So at that point, if you're already going to pick the pavers up, why not just pick them up beforehand and use a stronger saw that's going to make the cut quicker? That's kind of the way that I think about it. I've gotten comments before about it, and I still stand by the fact that I think it's still quicker and more efficient to pick those pavers up and cut them aside and get a nice clean cut, wash the pavers off, and you can just bring them back and put them in place. Whereas you have to pick them up and reset them anyway, you might as well. If you go ahead and try to cut them in place, you end up making a bigger mess to clean up with a hose after, because anyone in the industry knows when you start cutting those pavers with water, you keep the dust down, but what you do is you create this really wet, slimy concrete dust paste. And if you don't wash that off the pavers very quickly, they won't necessarily stain them. You can always pressure wash it, and there's other cleaning methods, but you can end up screwing yourself in the long run by having to spend a lot of time cleaning those stains, those splatter marks of the paste. Once they dry up, they can be difficult to remove. So Border Benny is now in action.
A little bit of prep.
Yep.
Pre-op.
P-op to pre-op. It's gonna be a serious area, dude. You're just a little dot on the radar on this thing, dude. A little blink. Could be a whole group of 40 people around you right now, dude. Just everyone on each side of the patio. Hey, hey, oh. And then you're over there in the corner. You're like right there. Not sure if you want to step off the walkway and come onto the patio. You might go inside.
I got my chair right there.
Yeah, dude, right in the center. Everyone can still go around you.
That way.
Good. That's good. Man, what a crew today. All-star crew, yep. How's the border coming, bud?
Coming.
In there nicely.
Yep.
Making my approach.
You wish it meant something different, didn't you?
Yeah.
It's going in over there.
Just a flower bed. You might do landscape lighting, plus you might want to power some stuff up there. And I love lighting. It's just really expensive, hard to sell. When I did the competition last year, it was a little different than usual. It's like a design thing. And the people who sponsored me to do their little thing gave me all the lights we did. So I got like $1,650 worth of landscape lighting from them. And it's nice stuff.
You're not kidding.
Nice LED lights.
Portable kit.
Yeah, it is. I've tried to use it to sell a couple times. It's just people don't like to spend money on that stuff.
I hear you. Well, yeah, you just spent whatever on the patio.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, why don't you spend another?
Yep. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Just all adds up, man. What do you think, Dad?
Great.
Looks good?
Now I want to see the pipes go and the bricks start getting laid down.
Yep.
I'll hand them off to you.
You telling me to shut the camera off and get back to work?
Poor Benny is the only one I have hanging over there. I think it's the same brick, but that's all right.
Don't have time to talk.
He just keeps hitting the same brick. The thing's 4 inches lower than the patio, dude.
Pick it out, fill it in, bang bang.
I don't want to have to get up and move this knee pad. I'll just keep doing this spot. They're not paying attention.
Oh, you know what it is? The shade. Everybody.
Yeah, he's right on the edge, dude.
He's like, no.
Who's the stupid one, right, Ben? Not you.
All right, Dad, I'll get back to work. about 3:45. Benny's got a bunch of concrete going. Don't you, bud? And then we're just gonna fill that in with 3/4 stone. Some breathing room from the house. And right there we're kind of backfilling on wood. So we wanna make sure the water can escape down into our base. That's coming along. If you're wondering how we do the edging, I do have a couple videos on how we concrete the edge. Throw a link in the description, but he's basically digging a little trench outside the pavers, just below the chip stone. Then the concrete goes into the base stone and holds the chip stone back, and it goes up to about 1 inch below the top of the paver. Chris is a professional screeder. He's got that whole area all set. I'm gonna be able to pull up this pipe right here and lay that way. And actually, I think I'm gonna be able to pull up this pipe too, because he'll be able to go past it. So I don't have a pattern I'm following. There's just a few things I look out for. Make sure you don't have really long joint lines. 5 pavers on a joint line is about all you want. Like right here, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Broke it up. This one's got 4, 5. But you always want to break that up. And the other thing you really don't want is 4-way intersections. This is what a 4-way intersection would be, where the corner of 4 pavers meet. It's a picky little thing, but I personally don't like seeing them in patios. So long joint lines, 4 ways. You don't really want to stack the same size on top of itself too much. Unfortunately, with the amount of squares they give you, there are some times where I put a good amount of squares together. Like this area right here is a good amount of squares, but you got to be able to use them when you can. And it kind of blends in with everything around it, as long as you put the smalls and the rectangles in the right places. And what really sticks out is when you have 4 squares and there's a 4-way in the middle of a random pattern. That really sticks out. You don't want that. So those are the 3 things we look out for. Actually, I guess you can say there's 4. I've mentioned it already in the previous videos, but we have 4 pallets right now, and we're pulling a layer from each one of them. And we take half of a layer, put it on one side of the patio, take the other half, put it on the other side, and then mix everything in. That's how I got it stacked up right now. And then as you lay it, it mixes all the different pallets in. So 4 things, I guess. Look at me, I'm coming over here and robbing the chipstone you're about to use. Oh, that was a little too much. Tight quarters. Oh! I quit. That's it. You know what, Kyle? You know what, Kyle? I don't like it. I don't like it here. I gotta take some of that. Is that okay?
Yep.
Perfect. Now I got a lot of pavers in front of me and I can just kind of move along, grab from all the different piles. It's gonna work out good. And then we want to break this joint line up too. So I'm gonna have to reconfigure this. Small. I like to save ones that have problems, like this right here. It's probably gonna get cut off right there with the way the border is gonna come in. So put that there. I'm probably gonna do another big one and then a square. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Thank you to all the return viewers who watch my uploads. I appreciate the support as always. If you're somewhat of a new viewer and you want to see some more content like this, just hit that like and subscribe button for plenty more videos. And you guys already know the deal. Until the next one, God bless. Peace.